And here we are again. Most dangerous airports in the world. So coming in at number 14. I am horrible with names. Slavbard Airport in Norway. I'm sure that's not right. So, of course, start off the United States. We'll just roll the planet around. It's almost creeping into nighttime, early in the morning, because it is 7:30 here in Idaho. So we're just going to come down, and this is in Norway. Longyear is the... We'll just keep scrolling in, scrolling in. And there it is. We'll just take parking spot number 1. The runway length, not a big deal. So we'll set that as our departure. Going to fly in. So this is what it has to say about this one. Longyear is the main airport serving Slavbard in Norway. I don't know. Located 1.6 nautical miles northwest of Longyearbyen. It is the northernmost airport in the world with public scheduled flights. So that tells me there are airports more north, but this is the north one with public scheduled. The first airport near Longyearbyen was constructed during World War II. Airport runways are directly built on thick permanent ice. Alright. The season melting of ice requires consistent repairs and maintenance of the airport. Completed in 1975, the airport underwent major repairs in '89 to solve most of the problems due to irregularities caused by global warming. However, a study shows that the phenomenon of global warming will soon lead to a serious distortion of the track, and in the future it will have to shut down. Alright, here's another. There's our windsock, so we got a little wind. Looks cold. Winds are 11 knots at 110 degrees, visibility 11 miles. It is 3:29 p.m. here, so quite a point spread. We're on the other side of the world. Alright. No radios. Thank you very much. Alright, let's just do it. I don't think this is going to be another big deal for us. He'll clear out the window. Whoops. Get click happy with all my little buttons. It does look like it's a little... I can see our taxiways. There's our windsock, so we're going to go over here and take off that way. So it looks, we got mountains around us. So it looks like we're going to fly up into the canyon. So I'm sure this is going to be a right traffic airport. 80 feet. Yeah, this is not gonna be a big deal at all. It's just where we're at in the world. Alright, let's try to find our airport in this winter wonderland. At our last airport, number 15, we were 26 degrees Celsius, and now we are negative 15. Burr. Alright, I think we have to back taxi. I cannot see any more. Nope. So there we are. We'll just taxi out. This is where we'd probably announce. I'm sure there's no tower here. Oh, wow, there is. Oh, well, we're not going to talk to him because my internet's a little whiny today, which makes the voices whiny, and they end up telling you computer code instead of the actual conversation. So we have been cleared to take off. So we're just going to back taxi. So the only thing we got to worry about now is we have a slick runway. Looks like it's covered with ice, snow. About the only adjustment you got to do on that is the plane will still fly. There might be a little more drag on takeoff, which our runway's huge, so that's not going to be a problem for us. And the faster we get going and the lighter the plane becomes right before it wants to fly, you might lose a little grip and it might slide a little bit, but you should be just fine to where you just want to rotate and just take off. On your landing, you want to be careful on your rudders. You don't want to do any drastic and put the plane into a slide or braking. You don't want to slam on your brakes and put the plane in the slide, because then it's not a big deal taking off because you're getting closer to takeoff, but when you're landing, if you lose control of your plane, you're basically like a car with a lot less control the slower you go. So it's just like in winter driving, you just want to take things nice and easy. Going to set my little cheat bug here. 1 notch of flap. We're at sea level, no mixture required. Got a pretty good headwind, so we shall be taking off pretty quickly. And we are, oh, it's April Fools, so yeah, April 1st, so maybe summertime this might be a little different, but we're still, it's very cold up here, so perfect. Okay, since we got mountains around, I'm just going to use this screen as a little cheater. We got a pretty short little canyon to fly up in and make a hard. There's our inner marker. Let me change my, see if that shuts it up. Wow. And I say wow because I have a 7-knot tailwind now, and when I took off, the flag showed a headwind. So was I looking at my flags right? Maybe I totally screwed the pooch on that one. That's funny. Maybe you already caught it and told me, hey dummy, you're taking off the wrong way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna totally break the law. We're gonna buzz the airport. I'm going to double check because it shows an 8 knot left to right. I'm just going to double check. Looks like we got some ships out here. Yep, the runway's not a big deal. I'm sure it's just weather and ice and... Yep, I'm showing it. Oh wow, there's our inner marker again. Let me switch my radio freak. Get rid of that. Yeah, it shows 11 knot. Someone took off the wrong direction. No wonder if my roll was... Wow. Someone was not paying attention on that one. That's funny. Well, looks like we got some natural gas tankers, maybe some crude tankers. Okay, I took off going the wrong direction on the runway, which no big deal. We took off. Just had a nice tailwind, so that means we just had to roll out a little farther. But coming in, that's funny. I totally wasn't even... I'll have to take a look at that, and yeah. Alright, there's midfield. We're going downwind now. I guess I was scared to take off into the mountains. I didn't want to see the mountains. Some people. It's hard to find good help these days. Okay, I'm just going to climb up to my 1,000 foot. We're about midfield on the runway. It's a nice day up here, though.
500.
Sure, we lucked out on this one. I'm coming in way too. Okay, icy runways, a little bit of wind. Horrible approach. I am full flap because I really want to be as slow as possible on an icy runway. That way I can eliminate. Okay, that windsock is totally backwards. It's showing I'm going downwind. Okay, maybe I didn't read them wrong. My plane says I have a 11 knot headwind. That flag just shows me I'm flying, I don't know. Alright, let's just not worry about that flag. And I'm just going to hold it off. I want to hear my stall warning. Oh, look at that. I'm going right to the patch of blacktop.
Stall, 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 stall.
So when you do that stall, that means you pretty much was going as slow as you possibly can, which is what you want to do on a slick runway. Yeah, I'm confused. My flags are telling me one thing, my plane's telling me another. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here. See, that shows I'm going downwind. But my plane's telling me I have 11 knot headwind, so out of 3 flags.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
What's that
don't
flag?
Sink, don't sink.
Yeah.
Don't sink, don't sink.
I was keeping it low. We'll just boogie on out of here. Boom. So yeah, I'm a little confused. So we're going to go up here, make a U-turn, and land the other. We'll just, I don't know. We're all over the place on this one. Now I'm just second guessing everything I'm doing. Because my plane says I have a 8 knot headwind, but the flags are all backwards at the runway. So this must be Longyear. Longyear, B-Y-E-N. Longyear, Bine. I'm just horrible with foreign. Do a little sightseeing while we're here. Kind of cool. These little planes are fun to fly. You could pretty much put them anywhere you want, as fast as you want. Alright, let's just set her up for a nice landing. Going the wrong direction towards my plane. Okay, let's just bleed off some airspeed, pull the nose up, bing, 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 coming down, flap. Flap. And flap. Full flaps. There's my speed I want, so now I'll just drop the nose and we'll just maintain that speed. Easy cheesy. Not quite sure why they have the ships frozen into the ocean here. I'm sure they're not supposed to be here, but it's a flight simulator, not a ship simulator, so. Okay, we got 4 white, so what do we need? We need 2 red, 2 white to show us our glide slope. So let's just Dipper down.
500.
Should be coming in any time, and I'll just add a little power, bring my nose up. Wow, they're not coming red. Okay, there's our first red. There's our 2 red. There we go. 3 red. Okay, again, let's just kind of float on down the runway. Okay, my flags look good this time. But I have an 11 knot indicated on my plane, so. I was trying to see how, if they simulate slick runways or not, because I've got the brakes planted. I didn't feel anything. And yes, my pitot heat is on, if you were questioning that, because if my pitot heat wasn't on correctly, that could affect my plane telling me which direction the wind was blowing if I have a faulty reading on my pitot heat. But my pitot heat is on. Well, another dangerous airport that's pretty simple. It's funny, St. Bart doesn't make the list at all, and holy cow, it's like a roller coaster ride. But again, this is just someone's opinion. I am on holify.com. This is what their list of most dangerous airports are. Someone's opinion, just going off a nice little list. And there we go. Number 14 down. 13's next. So appreciate you riding along. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And we will see you in number 13. Have a great day. Bye.